Hello, everyone, and welcome to State Listings Inc., the home of MyStateMLS. Welcome to part 3 of our 3-week series of New Year, New Growth, where all month long we've been talking about different ways you can grow your real estate business in 2021. So as we get started, we want to know if you have resolved to grow your business in 2021. It's January, and pretty much like every other year, this is when agents start stepping up their game, focusing on prospecting for new clients, new customers, whether it's with direct mail, cold calling, or just those old school marketing techniques that they've been doing for year after year. And while all of these are great options for real estate professionals to grow their business, we know there are certain agents out there that are doing some very innovative things to grow their business in 2021, which leads me to my first question here is, what are you doing to grow your business this year? Let me know what you're doing to grow your real estate business, whether you're just looking for new listings, you're growing your team, you're growing your entire brokerage. Joey Johnson says he's going to use social media because he wants to grow his business big time, followed by 4 exclamation points. So we know that Joey is serious. He means business this year. Looking to go big in 2021 is Joey Johnson. See some other comments coming in. Looks like a lot of people are looking to embrace social media this year to grow their business in 2021. And that is something we've been talking about a lot here at State Listings Inc. and MyStateMLS. We have done numerous webinars about it, especially last year during COVID-19. A lot of people working from home, working remotely. We were big proponents on embracing social media to get your name out there, to get the word of your business out there. Cindy looks like she's doing some old school door knocking, some cold calling, as well as working on the website. Again, a lot of people, I'm just seeing them all come up now. Lots of people talking about embracing social media. And we're going to touch on that a little bit in just a few moments. But let's get down and dirty right into it and talk about growing your business in 2021. So before we do that, let's talk about what we've learned so far. Again, all month long, we've been covering different ways for you to grow as a real estate professional. We've already talked about growing your team, growing your territory, and today we're going to be talking about growing your business. So let's talk about it. We know that traditional home sales is pretty much the lifeblood. It's the bread and butter of real estate. And there are so many ways to generate additional income and revenue and win more listings. And just getting a little creative can help you boost your income and your leads without really growing your workload. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Ways you can bring in more listings, more business without having to stress yourself out and really continue what you're doing, but still enjoying those benefits of additional leads and hopefully additional income. So let's kind of break it down what we're going to go over today. First off, we're going to be talking about getting creative with referrals, keeping in touch with our clients and customers. Then we're going to talk about being a matchmaker, expanding our services, and then building upon your brand. So let's first get creative with those referrals. We all know that getting more leads is key to broaden your reach. When it comes to getting more customers, more clients, we know how referrals work. Typically, we refer our customers, our clients out to other agents. We've covered this in numerous webinars where if you've got a customer or a client that's moving to a different part of the state, they're moving to a different part of the country, what you can do is refer that customer, that client out to another real estate professional, no matter where they are in the country, and you could still collect a payday by just referring that business out to another real estate professional. But let's talk about referrals coming the other way and having those leads come into you. Every broker already thinks of lenders, insurance companies, and title companies, but they're not the only companies out there that can provide referrals and business to you. And what we want to talk about today is thinking outside the box and other different companies and businesses that could potentially send customers and clients your way. We're talking about long-term care facilities, assisted living facilities, retirement home communities. They're always bringing in new residents, and those new residents may need help selling their current home. So try to reach out to these assisted living homes, these long-term care facilities, and see if as they bring in new clients, or a lot of times what will happen is the older generations, they'll plan in advance. They'll say, all right, once we reach 75, 80 years old, we're going to move into this care facility or this assisted living facility or this independent living facility. What you can do is say, all right, as these new residents are starting to move in or they're starting to meet with you to plan their move into your facility in a couple years, here's my information. Please have them reach out to me. And then what they'll do is they'll reach out to you. In addition to those long-term care facilities, think about HR companies or businesses that relocate their workers to the area that you service. There's also new home builders, and they also are always working with potential buyers who may have a previous home to sell. So in terms of those HR companies, if you don't have HR companies in your area, just think of the larger businesses in your area that are always bringing in new staff. I'm up here in upstate New York, and we have a lot of different technological companies here in the area. And when I used to live in an apartment complex, there was an apartment right below me. And every 6 months to a year, there's always a new person living in that apartment. Come to find out was one of the bigger companies, what they were doing is they were bringing in people in on a 6-month contract, and they were putting them in that same apartment. So every 6 months, a new person would come in. We have a lot of different companies here in the area that do the same exact thing. So what you can do is reach out to those companies, those HR companies, and say, hey, if you have new employees coming in, whether it's for short-term or long-term, or they're relocating here all together, here's my card, here's my information. I'll be happy to find something for them that's close to the office, close to the factory, wherever it is, so you can work with them. The same goes for those residential builders who are building brand new homes. Chances are those homeowners may already be working with someone, but of course there's always that unique scenario where they may not have an agent to represent them to get rid of their current home. So be sure to go ahead and explore every single outlet possible for you to go out and collect more leads. Now, what can you do once you have all these leads? Remember, you're also collecting leads nonstop. You're doing your cold calling. You're doing your mailers. You may just have previous clients, and you're always reaching out to them. But are you reaching out to them on a regular schedule? You got to remember that not right now is not a no. And in terms of selling things, we all know the phrase that everything is for sale if the price is right. And right now, we've seen that in a lot of markets, that homes are selling well above the asking price, 10 to 25% more than the asking price. So those homeowners that may have been reluctant to sell their home last year, 2 years ago, may be that time to reach back out to them and see if maybe now is the time that they're interested in selling a home. And one of the best ways to keep on track and making sure you're keeping in touch with your previous clients, your potential clients, your laundry list of people is just through a good CRM or a customer relationship management tool. And by having a list and a roster of all of your clients, all of your customers, you can keep a running log of when you've touched base with them, when was the last time you spoke with them, what was that conversation like? And by sending them occasional emails, you're going to stay at the top of their mind, and they know that you're there for them when that time does come that they're ready to sell their current home, when they're ready to buy that first home. So a CRM tool is a great way for you to stay on top of mind for all of your clients, even if they gave you a not right now or now's not the time in years past. It's also important to take full advantage of potential leads as they come in, because this is going to open up additional revenue streams for your business. So again, you nurture those leads through that CRM. You're touching base with those clients, with those customers. And if you do that, and even if you nurture the leads that you receive, even if they're from out of your service area, remember, you're going to be able to collect that referral fee. So again, someone from out of your area touches base with you because they saw an ad on Facebook, they saw one of your social media posts, and they reach out to you. Remember, you can still work with them. You can refer them out to another real estate professional. And if that other agent, that other broker sells them a home or helps them sell their home, you could still collect a payday on that through a referral fee. You can also think about that there are CRMs and tools out there that allow you to assign leads as they come in or assign them automatically. So that way, as those leads come into your office, they can automatically be routed to one of your agents, so that potential lead is getting a follow-up as quickly as possible. Because the faster that you're getting in touch with that potential client, with that potential seller, the better chance you have to closing that deal. Because You don't know what that potential buyer is doing. They may be clicking on multiple brokers. They may be clicking on multiple emails. They're filling out multiple forms. And really, it's going to be the early bird that gets the worm, especially when it comes to this modern day era where everything is at our fingertips. People are used to instant gratification, instant satisfaction. So making sure that you're available and can get in touch with these potential clients, these potential sellers as quickly as possible is extremely important. Also thinking about expanding your services. If you've got a website, think about adding the option for homeowners just to buy something or order something like a BPO. Yes, your main business is selling and buying homes, but what if a homeowner isn't interested in selling just yet? Maybe they just want to know how much their home is worth. So what you can do is give them a broker price opinion. What's great about that is, yeah, you may be able to charge them a little bit of money to do that for them, but down the road, they may say, you know what, that person was really great when they gave us that BPO. Why don't we use them again to list our home? Or they just have a great experience getting that BPO from you. Yeah, they may have ended up just doing a for sale by owner down the road, but what they did is when they found out that their cousin, that their friend, that their neighbor down the street was ready to sell their home, they said, oh, well, you know what? I worked with Dave a few months ago. Give him a call. And what will happen is just word of mouth. So just by being able to provide a simple service like a BPO could help you bring in more leads, more business down the road. Next thing that we want to talk about is building your brand. This is something that we've talked about multiple times on multiple occasions when it comes to branding your business. And this just goes beyond just your company logo. This is everything that your agents, your peers, your customers all associate with your brand, your brokerage, your image. So you want to make sure that your branding is prominent on your website, your social media, as well as your emails. And a recognizable brand makes it easier for you to expand your business. So you won't need to start from zero, start from ground one every time you enter a new market. Keep in mind that new logo idea and rebranding as we approach these next few slides, because right now this is what we're going to talk about: growing your business bigger than ever before. We've touched about expanding your territory earlier this month, and what we're going to talk about now kind of ties into a little bit of that as well. Again, as another review, when marketing yourself on social media, it's important to maintain a social media schedule. We can't reiterate this enough. So make sure you have set days to post new content to help keep your pages fresh. Because again, a stale Facebook page or a stale Instagram page that hasn't been updated in months could make it look like you're not even in business anymore. So remember to engage with your followers, the people that like your page. Post routinely. We're not saying you have to post 3 things a day, but if you do once every day, once every other day, just keep a set schedule and try to adhere to that to keep your page lively and fresh. And as always, remember to engage with your followers by asking them to comment on pictures or answer questions. And as those comments and responses come in, be sure to like and respond to those comments as well to engage with your audience, because again, that's going to add some personality to your brand, and that could lead to business down the road. If you think maintaining your social media or marketing is just a little too much for you, you don't have the time, energy, or you don't think you have the knowledge to do all of the social media, consider using a marketing team or a PR firm that specializes in real estate. And what they can do is they can help manage your social media pages. They can also promote your business, your company, your agents, and pitch any story ideas that you might have to local reporters, nationwide magazines, and of course, award committees. This helps raise your profile among potential home buyers and sellers, and it's also going to give you more of that brand recognition that you're looking for. And of course, let's not forget the classics. As we get closer to an all-digital world, let's not forget about the old school ways about spreading the word about our business. That's going to include things like signs, mailers, whether that's postcards or traditional email. Yes, I know email is kind of that all digital world, but we can still think about that as well. And of course, the classic go-to, the business cards. Do your research and come up with a sign that will be eye-catching, that sets yourself apart from the other roadside signs that are in people's yards. And again, we talked about having a new logo. Maybe if you've got a new logo, slap that on your sign, something that's going to be eye-catching, set yourself apart from those other signs that are out there. Then go ahead and display those signs in your current territory, that current area where you already service, or you can start to branch out and put those signs in areas for potential expansion. And then, of course, your local diners and gas stations still have those cork boards for you to leave your business cards. So be sure to leave plenty on those boards for any potential customers to grab. One of the cool tricks that you can do is keep a little cup or a little package of thumbtacks or push pins in your car alongside your business cards. So that way, when you walk into the diner, you walk into the gas station, you don't have to try to find a loose or unclaimed thumbtack. You've got one there with you already. So you grab a couple business cards, you've got your thumbtack, you slap that into the board. And again, if you've got brand new marketing, if you've got a marketing team or a PR company, they can help come up with brand new business cards for you, brand new logos, things that are eye-catching. So if you've got a nice eye-catching card that's up there on that bulletin board, that could increase your chances of that potential client, that potential customer going out and grabbing that business card off that corkboard and giving you a call. So never leave those classics behind. Always think about that business card, because it's definitely worth more than just putting in the fish tank for a free lunch. It could certainly lead to some free business. The last thing I wanted to talk about today was New Year, New You. If you've got the ability, go ahead and take a look back at previous years and see what's worked for you in the past and see what hasn't. We all know that last year was certainly different than years previous, but if you can go back and look back at the past 3 years or so, just see what's worked out. See if you're using all of the available resources. Do you have a CRM for your company? Are you using a PR team or a marketing firm? Where's your money being spent? Can money be saved? Think about that. Do you really need to have that 20-desk office, or can you get by with a 10-desk office that your agents share? And by doing that, you're going to save some money on rent, on leasing, and then maybe that money could be put towards something else in the future. Maybe you can put that towards marketing. Maybe you can put that towards PR. You can hire a graphic designer or a web developer to redo your website, to give you a new logo. It can pay for your new business cards. If you can't look back at all those previous years, maybe you're a newer company or you just didn't keep good logs, just be mindful and keep records of what's going on right now and see what's working and what's not working for your business. But unfortunately, what that does mean is it might mean you have to make those difficult choices down the road, such, like I said, having to downsize your office. Some people like to use the phrase trimming the fat. There are so many different things that you can do, but see if there are things that you can cut, get rid of, to allow you to have some additional money to put it towards the important stuff, such as good marketing campaigns, having a PR team, having a marketing team. So think about those things moving forward, because having a good team behind you when it comes to your marketing and your PR could certainly help lead to business growth and development. Next, not everyone knows everything. People like to pretend they do, but let's face it, we don't know everything. So always think about learning additional skills to hone your craft. If you can, again, maybe you made some cuts, you decided to move to a smaller office, you have some additional money. Think about bringing in a consultant or a teacher to show you and your team other strategies to implement into your business. Also, just read and take in as much information as possible. Read real estate websites, read articles, take online classes, do webinars like we offer here at State Listings and MyStateMLS. We're always offering different kinds of webinars about different topics year-round. And we do that as a service to our members, to the general public, because we understand the benefit of teaching and learning. Because we know that last year was an unprecedented year, unlike any other year in recent memory. But because of that, real estate professionals came out with more tools than ever before. And like I just said, with learning new skills, we offer all of these different webinars. We're big believers in what we preach, and knowing and learning is a big part of any business. And we're always about trying to help brokers and agents get the most out of their business, which means we do things like offer back office software that can be branded for your company. We offer professionally designed websites We offer so many different tools to brokers and agents alike that we want to be here for you and watch you grow your business. We've always said that here at MyStateMLS, we're in the business to help you do your business. And the same holds true for anyone out there. We want to see you benefit from using MyStateMLS, the tools that we offer. So if you have any questions about any of the tools that we offer, whether it's our nationwide MLS platform, it's our branded back office software, or it's a brand new website, please reach out to us and we'd be happy to answer any questions you have. With that said, thank you so much for joining us this month for our Growing Your Business webinar series. If you have any questions and like to reach me directly, you can email me at dave@mystatemls.com, or you can give me a call at 888-769-7657. Until then, have a great day. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you soon.